come from a land down under, where women rock and men thunder. I don't know the words for that. Oh, can you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover. I come from the... No, I don't. I come from Gloucestershire. Oh, welcome to Gloucester, people who have just tuned in. This is a funky farmer here, and he's doing his awful singing. Right, we are on. I am on, look. Brum, 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 it's my tractor. I am on hay collecting. Let me just drop that back down again. Right. Okay, swing it back around now. Oh, I turn the aircon back on. It's a bit loud with that on there, that's the trouble. Can you hear that? Oh, that's better. Turn it back off, actually, you can't hear me. Right, I had the radio on, that's why I was singing along to that just now, and I had to turn it off for copyright reasons. Right, I am going down to get a load of hay. I've got half a load on already down there. You might notice I'm on my own, I'm doing little bales. Look, we've got a really old hay wagon behind. That hay trailer, God knows how long that is. I reckon that was about, say, it's probably 70 years old, that hay trailer. Probably originally from when we had the Grey Fergies, our main tractor. But I'm using that to go bales on. We're taking it steady. Do you know what? The beauty is today, this week, I have got so much time to do it because there's no forecasted rain till Saturday. Apologies, you're watching this late because I cannot keep up with uploading the videos and actually farming, doing some work. How about that? I'm doing farming, and then this week, honestly, when I get in from work, I go on the sofa and my eyes are shut by probably 8:30, and then I wake up at 10:30 and everyone's gone to bed and left me. I've been surrounded by darkness with the telly on and everyone's gone to bed. Charming. Anyway, I'm getting some bales of hay. My brother's up milking, so I'm actually stacking these on my own, which is not easy. Normally you have one person on the trailer. Whew, it's so hot. And one person using the flat 8. So because of that, what I've got to do is I've got to keep getting on and off the tractor to just pull the base ones out. And we'll have a look in a minute. I basically pull the base ones out to make it wider and then stack up. And I don't tie them in or anything, or I don't rope them on. I just do it so a bit of weight, and if you stack them just about right, they will stay in place most of the time. Right, we'll stop when we get to the field. I'm going to put the aircon back on and have a bit more radio fun. Just loading this trailer up. I've got a 4 high. I'm not sure how high I'm going to go. Maybe 6 high, 7 high. I would be nice if I could clear this field with these 2 trailers. There's 124 plus a few stragglers, so maybe about 130 odd out here. I don't know if I can get them on those 2 trailers. 230 plus 130, 230. Right, let's get this lined up. When I do this of turn that off. Do you know what? We kind of realise it's hard work being a farmer, I don't deny that, but I'm of the generation that just remembers what it was like before flat eights and stuff like that. You know, relative to what my father did, this is easy. Because my dad would meet, I don't know how many bales we make this year of hay, maybe quite a few, maybe 800 or 900. Small bale hay, that is. My dad, when I left school, the only forage he would make for the cattle would be hay. And there was no silage, because the silage barn hadn't even been built, and people weren't doing silage then, really, roughly when I was little. That's before I left school. Yeah, so no, let's retract that. My dad was making all hay when I was at school. When I left school, we were making silage, so I'm just trying to remember. But the thing was, he was doing that all by hand. He wasn't using a flat 8 like me, so I'm using this flat 8 grab to load up. And you can see I can lift it up, look, drive off like that. My dad, I remember he'd bale the hay in the field. The sledge didn't even put them out in 8s, it just randomly dropped them. And then what he would do is stack them up overnight into little towers of 8, and then he'd drive, him and the other guy who was working for us at the time would have to drive around the field stacking them on the trailer and using a pitchfork to throw them up. And then get back to the shed and he'd be unloading them with the elevator or with just by hand lobbing them off. And gee, he did the entire feed for the cattle like that. I don't know how many bales over winter he made, but our hay barn used to be solid with hay. And do you know what? I thought that was hard work looking from my point of view now. From his point of view, that was easy because before that it was loose hay and ricks. And in our hay, and I've got a photograph of a hay rick that my dad made, some hay ricks in the probably 1950s. But also in our hay barn we have a hay wagon, and that was well, we had two. One went about 40 years ago. We got rid of it, which was a bit of a mistake. But the other one we still got. It's like from the hay wain. One day I'll show you. One day. And that was used just to cart loose hay from the fields into take it up to the farm and make into ricks, which my dad would then thatch. He actually thatched the roof of the ricks, and then he would cut that using the. Do you remember if you remember I did the bale challenge thing, I had a bit of a laugh with Farmer P because I had a big knife, and it was used for cutting ricks. In the olden days, back in the olden days, every generation has their olden days, don't they? Really, you know. You start out thinking you're the kiddie and you know it all, and then you get older and you stick to your ways, and before you know it, you're the old guy, and the young generation come behind you and go, oh. I remember when I left college, I said to my dad, if you don't get a flat 8 grab, I'm not moving those bales. And luckily we did. So you kind of like, you know, each generation thinks the generation before us had it hard, it makes it hard work, but they were young ones and they took it on board and changed things. All right, enough of my ramblings. Random ramblings from Rich, the funky farmer. We are cracking on with this. I'm going to get on with this. Let's go. Oh, it's scorchio hot. Slow that. How many loads am I going to get on here? Oh, I will have to get on top of that load, I think, and move them in a minute. Let's do some more random rambling, shall we? I could random ramble forever about stories, so I can tell you that now. That hedge behind here, just over there, used to be a massive high hedge, and that was laid by me the year that Wonderwall was in the charts. Now Wonderwall is a song by Oasis. Oh, you're my Wonderwall. You know how it goes. Do you want some more? No, maybe not. So that dates it back to, I think that might be 1996. So that was when I laid that hedge 25 years ago. How about that? Another random rambling. So we had an old guy who came metal detecting here once. and he metal detected in this field here and found part of an incendiary bomb. Randomly, look around me, nothing to set fire to here. But basically what that was left over from a bombing raid in Yate, which is not far from here. I think it was an aircraft factory at the time during the war, and that was heavily bombed, and I think someone from Titherington actually died during that bombing raid. And I guess the thing is, their accuracy wasn't that great. You know, if you're bombing from high up in the sky, you don't necessarily get that accurate, and some of the bombs fell astray, and one landed in this field. So there you go. So a bit of war history in the middle of nowhere, and you wouldn't think that would be here, would you? Cool, I need a drink. I haven't got any cider. No good having cider in the daytime, is it? Not if you're doing work. Bit of water. Don't mind a cider, but I don't believe in working and drinking together. I don't think they mix. Not for me anyway. It doesn't take much. Right, let's get this up. I might put a tripod and you can have a little bit of view of outside work. I think you'll be able to see what's going on a bit, like loading up. Let's do that. Should we do that? Yeah. This is the moment where you discover you've left part of the tripod inside. So basically, when I do any outside shots or anything, I put it on here, and there's a little piece that goes in there that clicks on the camera. That's left up by the computer for the farmhouse. I could probably, you can look up my nostrils and need trimming. I could probably stick it on there resting and it might just work, but I very much doubt it. The problem is I can't get, right, let me just turn this off and just see what we can do. There you go. I can 100% assure you that that was all deliberate that I fell off there. Those bales fell off there, and there was no accidental fall off at all. Right, I'm going to climb up there and put those right. Spider farmer does whatever a farmer can. There you go, right. There we go, I have done. Just sorted out the toppers there. I think I can get a couple more on there. Got a few over there. Let's go over here. There's the load, look. It won't look so good from the other side because the other side I've been loading it from, there's one really long bale that's sticking out further than the rest. Look at all these. Oh, it's actually too hot to be pleasant out here now. Oh. Oh, look at the butterflies. Hello, meadow browns. One more. Look at one more into an 8. Figures of 8 they go. Right. Nearly done that. Can you see how they're sticking out the wrong way? Look. It looks worse because that's a really long one at the end. Let's have a look. See that? I put a middle one down the bottom just to throw the bottom ones out wider, and then just going up, but I lost it a little bit on there. And this one, so they're sticking out a little bit wrong there. Look, but look at this one. That one's a super long bale. See, that one's gone. I haven't got this right. Shame on me. So if I was taking that on the road, I wouldn't do it like that. But I'm just literally taking it up the farm, and I know I'll get away with it. So you can wing it sometimes, and I'm winging it. I'm a right winger. Right, let's get going. Oh, jeez. Right. How many more can I get on there, Drew? That's 6 layers. There's an 8 over there. I can get an 8. 2 8s maybe. 2 8s. And let's collect another 8 down and take it down, and I'll split the load. I know what I'm doing in my head. No one else does. Left here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually, it's not too bad. I think I don't need to stack this one as high as I thought I did, because I can get the rest. I can get about 100 on there. Oh, I do mutter to myself, sorry about this, but I'm just working out in my head what I can get on these trailers, and that's more or less enough on there really. I don't want to overload it. Especially the wonkiness you've seen. They got a wonky donkey going on. So I might make this 8 just be, that's it. Right, let's just load up and see. Judge that right. Let's do this. There we go, right. I'm leaving those 2 there. I'm taking those 6 off. No, those 3 off. Oh, no, I'm not. Ah. Let's take those 3 off, he says. Yep, right, we're going to put those in the middle. So to tie the rest together. So, judging it right, they will roughly be in the middle like a topper. There we go. Right. ladies and gentlemen, is how not to stack a trailer of hay. This is how I'm doing it just to get it up to the farmyard. This is how not to stack a trailer of hay. And if we look at that, it is really wonky. Do not, repeat, do not take stacking lessons from the funky farmer. Oh, do you know what? This is the funny thing about YouTubing, isn't it? I've learned the hard way. If you do anything that's cockeyed or anything, people just jump down your throat. There'll be some people out there looking at this going, what an idiot, he's stacked that really bad. And I don't disagree. I totally agree. I totally agree this is bad stacking. But I also think I will get away with it, because how many people get away with it when no one ever sees what they're doing? Most people. I just don't get away with it because you will see me doing this, and believe me, I don't put every cock up in a video, but this one is. Do you know what? I blame Brexit. That's what it is. I blame Brexit. I'm sorry, I'm talking to you while I do this. Oh, flipping mess. Ah! Right. This is not going to plan. I blame Brexit. And I blame COVID. There we go. There we go. I blame Brexit, COVID. Marmite sandwiches. I blame Marmite sandwiches. I also blame Jaffa cakes for not being chocolatey enough. That's an issue. I also blame Dominic Cummings. What flipping bloke he is. Let's blame him for everything. I think he's an awful guy. Right, that's enough there. That's enough there. Look, let me show you my horrible stacking. Stacked, not to perfection. Right, I'm going to put the other load on now, and I might just set the camera rolling and just see, you can watch out as I go, and I'll speed it up, because that'll give you something to look at, won't it? Radio on. Right, so you can see there I was doing a bit of running around with that, wasn't I? Bit of dust on there. Realistically, I've got two over. I think I've got 4 bales left over there in the field. I've cleared everything else. I need to get a few more on there. I think what I'm going to do, because we've got nothing here, look, nothing to see here. The cupboard's bare in this field. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drive into the top field of the one next door which we baled, grab a couple of 8s and just drive them back in here and put them on there rather than take the trailer with me, because the gate's really narrow there, so I won't really get a trailer through very well. And then I'm going to take the big trailer back up to the farm, and this one can stay here for now. But that'd be good if we cleared this field. I'm pleased, and then we just got to see what's next door. So let's go and see what's next door. Oh, there's a lot out here. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. How many bales are out there? Flipping heck. Let's have a look. That is a lot of bales going on down. I'm going to be busy getting those in. Let's have a count. You're going to ask me how many bales there were, aren't there? Now, aren't you? I'm not sure. I lost count once I stopped using my fingers. I ran out of fingers and I couldn't work out what's left. And easily 55 lots of 8s there anyway. Plus these here. How many 8s out here? I might be able to count these because these are a few less. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 8s there, which makes 900. No. 9 8s. Do your maths, people. Do your maths. 9 8s. Come on. 8 9s. Roll up the answer. But we're going to, God, we've got at least 600 bales to pick up, I think. Plus those there, so we're heading in 800 odd bales or more. I'm not 100% sure, but what a good lot of bales. Fantastic. Loaded up and ready to go. We're off. I've done it. I've loaded 2 trailer loads. There's the other one there. Field's clear. Crack on. Crack on, everyone. Hope you're doing well. I'm cracking on. I'm always cracking on. Cracking up, mate. I'm cracking up. Cracking on.